So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. In motion left is a running back. They'll try and throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, quick slant to Watson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But he's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. Right side to Watson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Lance now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing now is Lance. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Lance again. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get this to about the 38.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 38, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And this is caught at the 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Lance looking to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
wake up and wish they had it. There's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Throwing on 1st down.